Assalamu-alaikum students, welcome to my channel। आज की इस वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करेंगे 500 मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट जनरल साइंस एमसीक्यूज़ फॉर कमिंग पीएमएस जीके पेपर। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं। अगर आपको पीएमएस के सॉल्व पास पेपर चाहिए विद एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन 2012 से लेकर 2024 तक, तो एक सैम्पल पेपर आपको इस वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में भी दिया गया है, उसको आप देख लें और डिसीजन ले लें कि अगर आपको ये बाय करने हैं या नहीं। प्राइस इसकी आपके सामने मेंशन है और जो इजी पैसा अकाउंट है वो भी यहाँ पर आपको नज़र आ रहा है। पेमेंट के बाद जो ट्रांजैक्शन है वो आपको इस ईमेल पर सेंड करनी है। अगर आप आज से ये पीएमएस पास पेपर्स बाय करते हैं तो इसके साथ आपको पीएमएस जीके के जो सिलेबस के अकॉर्डिंग नोट्स हैं वो फ्री में प्रोवाइड किए जाएंगे। टाइम अब आप लोगों के पास बहुत ही कम रह गया है, तो जिन स्टूडेंट्स ने भी लेने हैं वो जल्दी ले लें ताकि इन तमाम नोट्स को आप प्रिपेयर कर सकें। फर्स्ट एमसीक्यूज़ है, द पावर हाउस ऑफ द सेल इज़ माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया। नेक्स्ट है, द लार्जेस्ट ग्लैंड इन द ह्यूमन बॉडी इज़ लिवर। The total number of bones in an adult human is 206 and the number of bones in newborn baby is 300. 300. The smallest bone in the human body is stapes, its ear bone. The longest bone in the human body is femur, its thigh bone. The normal pH of human blood is 7.4. Insulin is secreted by pancreas. The average weight of a human brain is 1.4 kg. Which blood group is known as universal donor, O negative? Which blood group is known as universal recipient, AB positive? Red blood cells are produced in the bone marrow. The lifespan of red blood cells is 120 days. The lifespan of white blood cells is 5 to 21 days. Hemoglobin contains the metal iron. Human heart consists of 4 chambers. The double-layered membrane around the lungs is the pleura. The basic functional unit of the kidney is the nephron. The basic functional unit of the nervous system is the neuron. Which part of the brain controls balance and posture? Cerebellum. Which part of the brain controls breathing and heart rate? Medulla oblongata. The master gland of the body is pituitary gland. Vitamin A deficiency causes night blindness. Vitamin C deficiency causes scurvy. Vitamin D deficiency causes rickets. Vitamin B1 deficiency causes beriberi. Vitamin K is essential for blood clotting. The vitamin synthesized by the body via sunlight is vitamin D. Which vitamin is also known as ascorbic acid? Vitamin C. The study of tissues is called histology. The study of fossils is called paleontology. The process of cell division for growth is mitosis. The process of cell division for reproduction is meiosis. The scientific name of human beings is Homo sapiens. Which organ is affected by jaundice? Liver. Dialysis is used when the kidneys fail to function. The hormone responsible for the fight or flight response is adrenaline. Penicillin, the first antibiotic, was discovered by Alexander Fleming. Polio vaccine was developed by Jonas Salk. The hardest substance in the human body is tooth enamel. Myopia, short-sightedness, is corrected using concave lens. Hyperopia, long-sightedness, is corrected using convex lens. The gas released during photosynthesis is oxygen. The gas absorbed during photosynthesis is carbon dioxide. The green pigment in plants is chlorophyll. Xylem tissues in plants transport water. Phloem tissues in plants transport food. The primary source of energy for humans is carbohydrates. Proteins are made up of amino acids. The enzyme found in human saliva is amylase ptyalin. Goiter is caused by deficiency of iodine. The study of birds is ornithology. The study of insects is entomology. Study of fungi is mycology. Study of algae is phycology. Smallpox vaccine was discovered by Edward Jenner. The theory of evolution was proposed by Charles Darwin. Father of genetics is Gregor Mendel. DNA structure was discovered by Watson and Crick. Which acid is produced in stomach? Hydrochloric acid. The largest part of the human brain is cerebrum. Sweat glands are most numerous in the palms of the hand. How many ribs are in human body? 12 pairs and 24 total ribs. Blood pressure is measured by using a sphygmomanometer. The normal body temperature is 37 degrees centigrade or 98.6 Fahrenheit. TB, tuberculosis, is caused by bacteria. Malaria is caused by protozoan called Plasmodium. The vector for malaria is the female Anopheles mosquito. AIDS is caused by a virus called HIV. Pyorrhea is a disease of gums. Trachoma is a disease of eyes. The number of milk teeth in humans is 20. Bile is stored in the gallbladder. Which part of the eye is donated during a transplant? Cornea. The image on the retina is real and inverted. Genes are made up of polynucleotides, DNA. Chromosomes consist of DNA and proteins. How many pairs of chromosomes are in humans? 23 pairs. Total 46. Pairs 23. The study of skin is dermatology. Which organ is known as blood bank? Spleen. The protein found in the air and nails is keratin. Which vitamin is lost when peeled vegetables are washed? Vitamin C. The color of skin depends on melanin. Amnesia is related to the loss of memory. The percentage of water in the human body is 60 to 70%. The largest cell in the human body is female ovum. The smallest cell in the human body is male sperm. Energy in cells is stored in the form of ATP. Study of fish is ichthyology. Study of snakes, ophiology. Which gland is called emergency gland? Adrenal gland. The structural unit of lungs, alveoli. Digestion begins in the mouth. Most of the digestion takes place in the small intestine. The process of building milk into curd uses the bacteria Lactobacillus. Yeast is a fungus. The outer layer of the skin is called epidermis. Blood does not clot inside the body due to heparin. Night blindness is also called nyctalopia. Scurvy affects the gums. The richest source of vitamin C is amla, Indian gooseberry. Vitamin B12 contains the metal cobalt. The study of fruits is pomology. The study of reptiles is herpetology. Urea is produced in liver. Oncology is the study of cancer. Which gas is used for anesthesia? Nitrous oxide. The first heart transplant was done by Christian Bernard. The flow of energy in an ecosystem is unidirectional. Plants that grow in salt water are called halophytes. Plants that grow in deserts are called xerophytes. Lacrimal glands produce tears. The study of heart is cardiology. The study of kidney is nephrology. ECG is used to detect the functioning of the heart. EEG is used to detect the functioning of the brain. Hepatitis affects the liver. The purest source of protein is egg white part. Cow milk appears yellow due to the presence of carotene. Which vitamin is also known as retinol? Vitamin A. Which vitamin is also known as tocopherol? Vitamin E. Calciferol is the chemical name of vitamin D. The element found in all organic compounds is carbon. The total number of muscles in the human body is approximately 639. The study of joints is arthrology. Osteoporosis is the disease of bones. The average heart rate of an adult is 72 times per minute. The pulse rate is measured from the artery. The main constituent of bones and teeth is calcium phosphate. Which acid is present in ants? Formic acid. Which acid is present in lemon? Citric acid. Which acid is present in vinegar? Acetic acid. Which acid is present in grapes? Tartaric acid. Which acid is present in curd or sour milk? Lactic acid. Which acid is present in tomatoes? Oxalic acid. The study of brain is encephalology. The protective layer around the brain is the meninges. Which part of the brain controls body temperature? Hypothalamus. Pellagra is caused by deficiency of vitamin B3 niacin. Anemia is caused by deficiency of iron. Hemophilia is a genetic disease where blood fails to clot. The movement of plants toward light is phototropism. Biological clock gland is the pineal gland. The most abundant mineral in the human body is calcium. The suicide bags of the cell are lysosomes. The protein that carries oxygen is hemoglobin. Blood is a connective tissue. The study of interaction between organisms is ecology. Dengue is caused by the Aedes aegypti mosquito. The process of producing energy without oxygen is anaerobic respiration. The speed of light is 300,000 km per second. The speed of sound is maximum in solids. The speed of sound in air is 343 meter per second. Light from the sun reaches Earth in 8 minutes and 20 seconds. The unit of power is watt. The unit of work and energy is joule. The unit of force is Newton. The unit of pressure is Pascal. Unit of frequency is Hertz. The unit of electric current is Ampere. The unit of electrical resistance is Ohm. The unit of radioactivity is becquerel. The unit of atmospheric pressure is bar. The instrument used to measure atmospheric pressure is barometer. The instrument used to measure humidity is hygrometer. The instrument used to measure purity of milk is lactometer. The instrument used to measure earthquakes is seismograph. The unit used to measure the depth of the sea is fathom. Sound travels in longitudinal waves. Light travels in transverse waves. The theory of relativity was given by Albert Einstein. The laws of motion were given by Isaac Newton. The shortest wavelength of visible light is violet. The longest wavelength of visible light is red. The escape velocity of Earth is 11.2 km per second. The escape velocity of the Moon is 2.4 km per second. A telescope is used to see distant objects. A microscope is used to see tiny objects. A periscope is used in submarines. Which mirror is used in car headlights? Concave mirror. Which mirror is used as a rear view mirror in cars? Convex mirrors. A transformer is used to change voltage. Resistance is measured by an ohm meter. The density of water is maximum at 4 degrees centigrade. At what temperature are Celsius and Fahrenheit scales equal? -40 degrees. The boiling point of water on Kelvin scale is 373 Kelvin. The freezing point of water on Kelvin scale is 273 Kelvin. Absolute zero is -273.15 degree centigrade. The phenomena of total internal reflection is used in optical fibers. The blue color of the sky is due to scattering of light. The red color of sun at sunset is due to scattering of light. A rainbow is formed due to dispersion and reflection. The primary colors are red, green and blue. A fuse wire is made of lead and tin. The filament of a bulb is made of tungsten. The heating element of the heater is made of nichrome. Which gas is used in electric bulbs? Argon. An endoscope is used to see internal parts of the body. Sonar is used by navigators to measure depth. Radar is used to detect aircraft. The unit of power of lens is diopter. Which instrument is used to measure the intensity of light? Photometer. Which instrument is used to measure the growth of plants? Crescograph. Archimedes' principle is related to buoyancy of fluids. The tendency of a liquid to shrink into the minimum surface area is surface tension. A falling raindrop is spherical because of surface tension. The unit of viscosity is poise. The energy stored in dam is potential energy. Energy of moving car is kinetic energy. Sound cannot travel through a vacuum. Light can travel through a vacuum. Atomic bomb is based on nuclear fission. Hydrogen bomb is based on nuclear fusion. The sun's energy is produced by nuclear fusion. The SI unit of luminous intensity is candela. 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watts. Pascal's law is related to hydraulic pressure. Bernoulli's principle is related to fluid dynamics or flight. The weight of an object is maximum at the poles. The weight of an object is minimum at the equator. The value of G at the center of the earth is 0. An altimeter is used in aircraft to measure altitude. An anemometer is used to measure wind speed. A galvanometer is used to detect electric current. A dynamo converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. An electric motor converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. A microphone converts sound energy into electrical energy. A loudspeaker converts electrical energy into sound energy. Which device converts solar energy into electrical energy? Solar cell. The Doppler effect is related to sound and light frequency. Inertia depends on the mass of the object. Light behaves as both wave and particle. The unit of heat is a calorie or joule. The specific heat of water is highest. Cooking is faster in a pressure cooker because of high boiling point. A handle of a pressure cooker is made of bakelite. The metal used for galvanization is zinc. Ohm's law is V is equal to IR. The force that keeps planet in orbit is gravitational force. Centrifugal force acts away from the center. Centripetal force acts towards the center. Knot is unit of speed of ships. Light year is unit of distance. Astronomical unit is the distance between Sun and Earth. Parsec is a unit of distance. The mass of the Earth is approximately 6 into 10 raised to power 24 kilogram. The geostationary satellite orbits at an altitude of 36,000 km. The orbital velocity of Earth is 7.9 km per second. A hydrometer measures the relative density of liquids. Which law explains why person falls forward when a bus stops? Newton's first law. Which law explains the action and reaction? Newton's third law. For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction is Newton's third law. A stethoscope works on the principle of reflection of sound. A diamond shines due to total internal reflection. Mirage is an optical illusion caused by total internal reflection. Pyrometer is used to measure very high temperatures. Cryogenics is the study of very low temperatures. The SI unit of charge, coulomb. The electric bulb was invented by Thomas Edison. The telephone was invented by Alexander Graham Bell. The radio was invented by G. Marconi. X-rays was discovered by W. C. Roentgen. Radioactivity was discovered by Henry Becquerel. Radium was discovered by Marie Curie. Electron was discovered by J. J. Thomson. Proton was discovered by Ernest Rutherford. Neutron was discovered by James Chadwick. Atom was discovered by John Dalton. Cinema was invented by Lumiere brothers. Television was invented by John Logie Baird. Computer was invented by Charles Babbage. Diesel engine was invented by Rudolf Diesel. Steam engine was invented by James Watt. Aeroplane was invented by Wright brothers. The father of chemistry is Jabir bin Hayyan. The lightest element in the periodic table is hydrogen. The heaviest naturally occurring element is uranium. The most abundant gas in the atmosphere is nitrogen, 78%. The most abundant element in the Earth's crust is oxygen. The most abundant metal in the Earth's crust is aluminium. The most abundant element in the human body is oxygen. The most abundant element in the universe is hydrogen. The metal that is liquid at room temperature is mercury. The non-metal that is liquid at room temperature is bromine. The chemical name of common salt is sodium chloride NaCl. The chemical name of baking soda is sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3. The chemical name of washing soda is sodium carbonate Na2CO3. The chemical name of bleaching powder is calcium hypochlorite. The chemical name of caustic soda is sodium hydroxide NaOH. The chemical name of vinegar is acetic acid. The chemical name of dry ice is solid carbon dioxide. The chemical name of laughing gas is nitrous oxide, NO2. The chemical name of heavy water is deuterium oxide, D2O. The chemical name of aspirin is acetyl salicylic acid. The chemical name of plaster of Paris is calcium sulfate hemihydrate. The chemical name of gypsum is calcium sulfate dihydrate. The purest form of iron is wrought iron. The purest form of carbon is diamond. The hardest substance on earth is diamond. Graphite is used in pencils because it is soft and slippery. Which gas is used in fire extinguishers? Carbon dioxide. Which gas is used in refrigerators? Ammonia or freon. Which gas is used to ripen fruits? Ethylene. The main constituent of natural gas is methane. The main constituent of LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, is butane. The main constituent of biogas is methane. Which gas is used to fill balloons? Helium. Which gas is known as marsh gas? Methane. The gas responsible for greenhouse effect is carbon dioxide. The gas responsible for acid rain is sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. Ozone layer protects us from ultraviolet rays. The hole in the ozone layer is caused by chlorofluorocarbons. The gas found in the highest percentage in the sun is hydrogen. Solder is an alloy of lead and tin. Brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Bronze is an alloy of copper and tin. Stainless steel is an alloy of iron, chromium and nickel. Gunmetal is an alloy of copper, tin and zinc. Which metal is known as metal of future? Titanium. Which metal is known as quicksilver? Mercury. Which metal is known as white gold? Platinum. Which metal is used in storage batteries? Lead. Which metal is the best conductor of electricity? Silver. Which element is used in solar cells? Silicon. Which element is used in computer chips? Silicon. The most reactive element is fluorine. The least reactive elements are noble gases, helium, neon, etc. Aqua regia is the mixture of nitric acid and hydrochloric acid. pH of acidic solution is less than 7. pH of basic solution is more than 7. pH of neutral solution, water, is 7. Galvanization is the process of coating iron with zinc. Vulcanization is the process of hardening rubber with sulfur. Fermentation is the process of converting sugar into alcohol. The scientist who gave atomic theory was John Dalton. The scientist who gave the periodic table was Mendeleev. The modern periodic table was given by Moseley. The number of elements in the modern periodic table is 118. The radioactive element used in cancer treatment is cobalt-60. The radioactive element used in carbon dating is C14. The process of splitting an atom is nuclear fission. The process of joining atoms is nuclear fusion. Uranium-235 is used in nuclear reactors. Heavy water is used as a moderator in nuclear reactors. Graphite is used as moderator in nuclear reactors. The gas that turns lime water milky is carbon dioxide. The gas that burns with a pop sound is hydrogen. Hardness of water is caused by calcium and magnesium salts. Permanent hardness of water is removed by sodium carbonate. Ozone is an allotrope of oxygen. Diamond and graphite are allotropes of carbon. Fullerene is an allotrope of carbon. The process of removing salt from seawater is desalination. PVC stands for polyvinyl chloride. Teflon is used for non-stick coating. The chemical used in photography is silver bromide. The chemical used for artificial rain is silver iodide. Coal with the highest carbon content is anthracite. Coal with the lowest carbon content is peat. The process of converting coal into coke is destructive distillation. Petrol quality is measured by octane number. Diesel quality is measured by cetane number. The metal found in chlorophyll is magnesium. The metal found in vitamin B12 is cobalt. The metal found in hemoglobin is iron. The metal found in insulin is zinc. Milk of magnesia is magnesium hydroxide. Bleaching powder is used to disinfect water. Which gas is used for cloud seeding? Silver iodide. The number of protons in an atom is its atomic number. The number of protons and neutrons in an atom is its mass number. Isotopes have the same atomic number but different mass numbers. Isobars have the same mass number but different atomic numbers. Iodine 131 is used for treating goiter or thyroid. The gas used to fill tires of airplanes is nitrogen. The gas used in fluorescent lamps is mercury vapor and argon. The common gas used in advertising signs is neon. Silicon Valley is famous for semiconductors. Bauxite is an ore of aluminium. Hematite is an ore of iron. Cinnabar is an ore of mercury. Galena is an ore of lead. Pitch blende is an ore of uranium. The metal that can be cut with a knife is sodium or potassium. The non-metal that conducts electricity is graphite. The element that does not occur in nature but is produced artificially is technetium. Kerosene is a mixture of hydrocarbons. Sodium is stored in kerosene to prevent reaction with air. Phosphorus is stored in water to prevent reaction with air. Glass is a supercooled liquid. Quartz is chemically silicon dioxide. Cement was discovered by Joseph Aspdin. The main constituent of cement is lime. The gas responsible for browning of apples is enzymatic oxidation. The gas used in manufacture of ghee is hydrogen. Table sugar is sucrose. Fruit sugar is fructose. Milk sugar is lactose. The most ductile metal is gold. The red planet is Mars. The brightest and hottest planet is Venus. It's also called morning and evening star. The coldest planet is Uranus. The biggest planet is Jupiter. The smallest planet is Mercury. The planet closest to the Sun is Mercury. The planet farthest from the Sun is Neptune. The evening or morning star is Venus. Earth's twin is Venus.